Good early afternoon, 12:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, November 14th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I'm very happy to see XRP pumping right now, or at least rising up. It's up 7.5% on the day. We've stayed within our pattern formation. I believe XLM is pretty much on par. We will have this up here, but just while it's on the top side, we can. But we came up here earlier, hit the resistance at 75.84. We had a very nice setup here. We've had this setup, this formation, since yesterday, and it ended up playing this out to resistance. Now it's trying to come back up. If we can break through here, our technical target's 86.38 out of this short-term consolidation. And with XLM, it's in a very similar setup. It just hasn't got the surge up like XRP. So if let's just say it materializes and ends up similar to XRP, you would see that plus, like XRP's plus 7.5% today. XLM would be right there at 7.58% with XRP if it made its run up to the top of the formation. Actually, it'd be about 9% up, but XRP, if it gets back to the top, would be about 9% on the day as well. So there's a lot of opportunity, and as well as a lot of deception here and a lot of opportunity to get liquidated. I talked about how my XLM position, my only futures contract I have right now, and I have my stop loss, as most of you know, at 11.9 cents. And that's because I thought with this pattern setup at 11.9, it gave it plenty of room if it was meant to hold, because it would have to come down a decent amount past this to liquidate or stop loss it out. It's a 40, I want to say it's a $45 risk if it does get stopped out, but I'm playing the potential at least up to the back of this, to the top of the formation here. That's 6.91%. But obviously it could come out and it could, I don't want it to stop me out. I do not want this trade to close out. Like that's what I mean. And I only did a 5x trade instead of 10 because of the volatility. I don't want it to stop out. So it's something that I've been watching progress here the last couple of days here. And now it looks like we could get a nice 5 to 7% surge here anytime, unless it invalidates by losing 11.9 cents, in my opinion. XRP is doing a phenomenal job. And for the record, I have exposure to XRP and XLM in the form of spot holds. So, and that's not going to change. I have no desire to sell XRP or XLM. They're going to sit there until the time's right. And it could be a long time. But they're two assets that I really, really, really like amongst, the rest. And I think they work hand in hand. So I like holding them. So I don't worry about if it goes up and down, left or right. I bought XRP at 34 cents. I bought XLM. What I hold that I won't touch was around 7.7 cents. So, and I've watched it go up and down, left and right. It doesn't intrigue me at all until we get to where we need to go. But I do like to watch the technical analysis every day so that I can, make a spot trade here and there. Today I felt like I don't think you could have went wrong with either of them. I don't think you can go wrong with XRP, XLM, XDC from a spot positioning. XRP, obviously, we've run up so much. XDC still right around 3 cents, which is pretty crazy to see that. Like, that is, honestly, to me, is pretty crazy. Yes, we had a big run up. Actually came down farther than I thought. I thought we were going to have a run up out of this formation at around 2.7. It ended up coming down to like 2.63. Not much of a differential, but it definitely came down about 4 to 5% farther than I expected. It has this inverse head and shoulders. And we talked about this a long time ago. This pattern is just getting started. If this inverse head and shoulders plays out, which I suspect it will, we're going to be talking about a pretty healthy gain here. A very healthy gain. Told everybody to watch precious metals, and I have been backing my way in here a little bit, slowly but surely here. And now with B2 Gold, I've gotten back in. I've gotten back in on Fortuna. Some of you know, if you've listened to the updates, I started buying B2 Gold again at 268. I was going to buy it at 282, and then I decided not to. So I bought some at 268. I bought some today at 272. If it goes down to like 258, I might buy more. But by selling it at $3.32 and not buying it back until where we're at now, or just a little bit, right around where we're at, I was able to buy, instead of having 3,000 shares, I have almost 3,400 with the same money. With Fortuna Silver Mines, I was able to get back in. You guys know I bought it in when it had the sudden drop, and then it kept on coming. Once it broke this formation and made what I thought was some kind of reversal here, I didn't get it at 437. I got it at 448. Now what we have to watch is you could very easily have a situation where it looks good. We get rejected here. This death cross in the 4-hourly plays out, and then it would end up breaking back down. But I'm trying not to test fate too much, especially with B2 Gold, because it has a massive inverse head and shoulders that I was waiting for it to come back down to pick it back up. And now, like, to me, it's filled out this inverse right arm. So it could come down farther. But that technical spot where I was looking was around 277. And now it came through. It came all the way down to 267. And I got some at 267, 272. So I'm not exactly sure what my average is. But I have like 3,370 shares. Now, what would give me cause for concern? If we did the overzealous come down, because what I'm looking for is not necessarily the long hold here. I'm looking for the retest of the breakdown that should be somewhere. It's about a 10% reversal. I'm looking for that retest. And then if this inverse head and shoulders is meant to play out, we would see some kind of volatility. The problem is, though, is that we still could have a nice move to the downside. So I'm monitoring my risk appropriately, but at the end of the day, these are down 25, 30% now. And, you know, we see the retracement in gold and silver. Don't be fooled. At some point, this is going to go off faster than you can even imagine. It's going to start reversing faster than we can even fathom. And it happens every single time. Every single time it happens. How did this get mixed up? Fortuna Silver Mines is supposed to be below silver and B2 Gold below gold. Okay. So anyhow, just a little update on that. But as we can see now, XRP is pushing up to the top of this zone now. And this is what we were talking about. We've got a target after this breakout, 75.84 and then 93.05. But as far as the pattern formation and consolidation we were in, we're back within this rising channel, as we know, which could bring us up to 90, and it should. XRP broke out of this inverse head and shoulders. I mean, nothing here is looking bad to me. Not anything here is looking bad. Even this consolidation, we broke up, and it looks like we're about to break out of it. I mean, it looks like we're about to break out of this in real time while I'm talking. So I think we have a lot of optimism here. Now, all of a sudden, XLM's up another 2.2% since I started this. I think XLM's just behind. I think it's going to have a nice move with XRP. I tried to tread lightly in the market, but I tried to show where I thought the market was going to actually make a move. And I think we've nailed it with XRP and XLM. I really do. And I'm just happy to see while I'm live that XRP surged here up to over 10.5%. We're up to 76.27. We're trying to play that long-term target. The next one out of this pattern consolidation is 86 cents. And this started in August of 2023. And then if we play this true, remember, we're back in this rising channel, and that resistance is at 90 cents. So that's why I said this could be a huge move coming here a couple days ago. And all of a sudden, XRP, I talked about the 40% or greater move at the beginning of this, just in the few days ago, when November was like November 3rd, we talked about this, and then November 6th and 7th. But from November 6th, just from November 6th, XRP is up 50% in the last 7 days. So when it runs, it tends to run here pretty quickly. Now, we'll see if it can hold that area and it can break out. I'm still anticipating fully this move by XLM to come up here and touch this as well. Even if they're bearish, I think they should come up there. XLM is behind. It looks like it wants to come up there to exhaust, even if it's a little, bearish though. But the hourly looks great. It looks like it wants to come up to a resistance zone. So I'm XRP future millionaire. I got to go back. My son's in his speech therapy, and I want to make sure I'm out there in case they need anything. I'm a little sparingly today and yesterday because a lot of stuff going on. My son's got to get his braces for his feet finally today as well. They're in, so that's just another thing we have to do. But I'm still going to attempt to do my live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So if you want to join, make sure you're there. If you're looking to trade XRP, USA or around the world, click on my homepage, and you can click on the links. You got BITUNIX, which is where I prefer everybody to join me. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees. It's where I like to open. It's where I have my copy trading at right now. We have the XLM position right now with the stop loss at 11.9. We're playing the positions you all know. Right now we're up like 200 and it's either $232 or $242, and we're up about 140% in our copy trading at the very moment. And you don't need KYC or VPN, but I encourage you to use it for spot as well. You know, don't just go in and leverage. HOTCOIN is a fine choice as well. Just their leverage is a little bit shaky at times. But you can trade like VELO. You can trade Casper and some others that are not on BITUNIX. So I like to use that. And then if you want to send a donation, you can always do Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And then BLOFIN is on there as well. But honestly, if it's up to me, I'm sticking with BITUNIX. You can use BLOFIN, have a little more control over your keys, but there's a lot of stuff within there with fees too. So make sure you hit that like button. I'm internally grateful for each and every one of you. Positivity over negativity. We're going to keep looking at this in the positive light, and we're going to try to see if we can materialize this into where we think we're going to go next. So we'll just keep staying very transparent to the charts, and we'll touch base shortly. Have a blessed day, everybody.